edition of the National Football League.
It's fight night in Orchard Park with a rematch of epic proportions between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. You are tuned in to the 2025 edition of the BuffaloFambase MaddenCast. Of course, I am Jake Jordan, joined as always with my main man, Justus. Justus, how are we doing?
Jake, I am so happy to finally be back. We finally have football again. It's time here for kickoff. The last time we seen these two teams, they were in the AFC divisional game, looking for a chance to go face the Chiefs in the AFC championship game. Of course, the Bills got the better of the Ravens in that one, so the Ravens are going to be looking for revenge tonight.
Exactly, and as you can see on your screen right now, those are the sim rules. They have not changed in the last 2 years that we've been doing this as we get ready for kickoff right here.
And a return here from the Bills, a big return. Nice return there to take him out to the third. There's Josh Allen, the reigning MVP, takes the field.
Yeah, and that's kind of the big storyline tonight, right? Is that we're going to have the two front runners for the MVP last year, minus Saquon Barkley in there, playing up against each other again in a rematch from the playoffs, which happened to be a pretty close game there, Justus.
It was a close game, and Josh Allen is 2-0 versus Lamar Jackson in the playoffs. But Lamar gets the better of Josh Allen in the regular season for the most part. We'll see what happens today as Josh starts off with a quick pass, and that is his first completion to newly acquired Josh Allen.
Joshua Palmer, again, one of the big free agent acquisitions that this team made, and another weapon for Josh Allen, which last year with the weapons that he had, I think he did a pretty good job. I think he won the MVP, so you add a guy like Joshua Palmer. Yeah,
it was pretty okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Second year behind this offensive line that has continuity, bringing back all five starters. They were one of the best offensive lines in the league last year. Quick completion to his number one target, Khalil Shakir.
You see Sean McDermott on the sidelines, not having the success he would hope, in the last few years, not getting and finally winning the big one, but they've been close, and they're really hoping that this year's the year.
And it very well could be when you got a quarterback like 17 at the helm as he drops back to pass. Quick throw over the middle. He's got his tight end. Big game from Dawson Knott.
Big man there, and of course, he's one of two tight ends. We've also got Dalton Kincaid, who's out here tonight. And of course, these rosters and everybody, they're made up. These are two heavyweights in the AFC division that we're getting to see right here on Sunday night.
A lot of people's estimation, they are the two best teams in the AFC, as well as the two best quarterbacks in the AFC for this upcoming season. Obviously, just like the Chiefs. Quick throw over the middle. Josh is funding a lot of guys over the middle as Joshua Palmer gets a step in the direction.
Yeah, and honestly, I think you're going to see a lot of that this season with these guys. You bring in guys like Elijah Moore and Joshua Palmer, who are in the top echelon of guys who get that separation and have that speed. I think hitting them right over the middle is going to be your golden ticket.
And this Ravens defense is no slouch. Josh is sacked in the backfield. Takes him all the way back to the 17. Kyle Van Noy breaks through. And this team that gave up very little sacks last year starts off with one here early.
Yeah, you had a little bit of the commentator's curse there already talking about that Ravens defense, and immediately we see a sack up there on the screen. So, this is definitely something that they're going to have to contend with. And Baltimore's defense, while it was good last year, it got even better, which is hard to believe.
You don't want to find yourself in too many third and longs here, but Josh Allen takes off. Oh my God! He is lit up, and the Ravens recover. Oh my goodness, Josh Allen was really lit up there. You don't want your quarterback taking hits.
No, and usually that's a hit where you see Josh Allen just immediately, not get sized up that bad, but look at that, taking the shot there, and that ball just pops out immediately, and Jair Alexander's right there to pick that one up.
And Josh Allen getting popped like that by his safety is very, very unlikely, but hey, Lamar Jackson, 2-time MVP, takes the field. What are you expecting from this Baltimore offense with Derrick Henry in the backfield?
I'm expecting running, and more running. But also, I do expect that Lamar's going to want to show people that, hey, that's not just all of our offense. We do have some wide receivers that are also things you need to worry about.
New look defense for the Bills with an influx of young talent that they've drafted 5 players to their defensive front. What are you expecting from this defense tonight versus this offense?
This defense, again, I'm expecting some of these new additions to kind of get their feet wet as they're trying to get back there. But Lamar Jackson is not an easy man to get to. And, we've got some returning players in the secondary bringing in continuity.
Not very much running going on today as Lamar Jackson completes the second pass. That one to Rashad Bateman for a Ravens first down.
You think he's trying to prove something, Justus? You think he's tired of those narratives?
Maybe. I mean, he had an absolutely phenomenal season passing last year. I think everybody recognizes that Lamar Jackson is a great passer now. But with this team, running seems to be the thing that really should work, as that's exactly what they do. Is Lamar breaks the tackle and gets 8 yards on the carry.
Yeah, and I mean, that's just another thing. We're looking at these two quarterbacks. Not only can these guys kill you with their arms, they can also kill you with their legs. Two of the most dynamic players. So it kind of makes it a lot harder for these defenders, also having to know that quarterback can also just take off on a dime.
Second and 2 to give. It's to Henry, who gets the first down, breaks a couple tackles, drags a couple Bills players beyond midfield, and another Ravens first down.
I think you're going to be able to say that a lot. Derrick Henry dragging players. I mean, that's just what he does, man. He has been a monster ever since he came into the league. That man is like a bear in a freight train running right at you. That is a hard guy to put down.
Derrick Henry has been a monster since Tuscaloosa. He has been unstoppable. One of the best running backs of his generation for sure. First and 10 here from midfield, and they find the fullback on the flat route and pick up only 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and I mean, just to go back to Derrick Henry here, you can go all the way back to his tape in Florida high school football. He was doing the same thing. I think as soon as this guy hit a certain age, nobody was able to bring him down unless it was 2 or 3.
He is absolutely a massive man. And when you got that type of size, that speed is incomparable. And Lamar Jackson kind of gives you the same dynamic, a little bit faster, a little less strong, but the same way and almost the opposite way.
Yeah, and that was a great little fake out right there with the fake handoff. Really baited that guy who was coming down, going right for Derrick Henry, and Lamar Jackson just tucked it and took it up there, and has got him another first down.
The Ravens in pistol formation, play action fake, and it's given to Mark Andrews, the hero of last year's playoffs, with a reception for 6 yards.
Yeah, and of course you can see the returning Tre'Davious White. We're hoping that, in the real life game, these rosters don't exactly, reflect exactly what injuries are going to be the night of. But again, another returning guy to this roster that, could just hope this cornerback room.
Lamar on 2nd and 4. He takes off and he slides down at the 5-yard line. LaMarvelous with the scramble and another Ravens first down in Bills territory.
Did you just say LaMarvelous?
That's what they call him, right?
That's great. That's great. Put it in the dictionary.
We got first and goal here, and the Ravens want to punch this in. And Josh Allen had 8 turnovers all last year. 1 early today, and this is exactly why you can't have a turnover. As the Ravens do get stuffed here, they stuffed Derrick Henry for a loss of a yard.
Yeah, and this is kind of their bread and butter, right? Being down here in the red zone. You give it to a guy like Derrick Henry, most likely you're looking at 6. So obviously the right play there, but the Bills read that perfectly.
Ravens find themselves comfortable in pistol formation. It's a play action. Lamar looks, and he's scrambling. Easy touchdown for number 8, and he gets his first touchdown of the 2025 season.
And, of course, if you're going to leave a lane like that for a guy like Lamar Jackson, you can see here, boom, immediately recognizes that lane, and that's just an easy 6 right there for Lamar Jackson as he, kind of cleans off those cleats a little bit.
Playing man coverage versus Lamar Jackson inside the 10-yard line without a spy seems like a bold decision, Jake.
Definitely seems like, and this is a team in the past that we've seen, they usually have a pretty good game plan and know how to play against Lamar Jackson. But, of course, we can't expect Madden to be completely perfect in real life.
New kicker that is not named Justin Tucker. It's up and it's good for the extra point. And the Ravens take a 7-0 lead here in Buffalo, even though they have the ball second. And that's why the turnovers are so important, Jake. Can't have those turnovers versus good teams. Josh has got to be able to keep the ball in the game.
Exactly. In this game, with 2 heavyweights like this going at it, that this game is going to come down to who stops the other team more. And right now, it looks like Buffalo is behind the 8 ball when it comes to that game.
7-3 sounds a lot better than 7-0. I will say that. And the kick is off. This one will be returned again. We'll see if we can have another good return. It will not be nearly as good of a return as he only takes it out to the 23-yard line. But the reigning MVP comes back out onto the field. Fumbled on his last drive. He's got to bounce back on this one.
Yeah, and that's not going to really deter a guy like Josh Allen. That's actually going to make him even more motivated to go out there because he knows that, hey, we got to match these guys point for point because right now you're going up against an elite defense, and they're going to get some stops regardless.
The Bills come out in 5 wide. Josh Allen takes off after the fumble. He takes it for a gain of 1. We have yet to see very much of James Cook on the field here, Jay. I'm wondering why.
Yeah, newly paid James Cook. You think he was a big part of the game plan last season, especially in the game against the Ravens in the playoffs. So you'd think they'd be utilizing him a little bit more as they got him lined up out here wide.
5 wide again. Pump fake. Josh finds his man. That is Khalil Shakir again, second reception of the day. The number 1 target for Josh Allen. We talk about the resurgence or the emergence of Keon Coleman potentially this season. Khalil Shakir is a good receiver, and he could be getting better.
Yeah, and honestly, being that number 1 target for Josh Allen, going into this year after last, it's almost a given that this year is probably going to be more of the same.
And there's the sliding of James Cook as he catches the pass on the dump route for a first down. And the Bills offense didn't have a problem in their last drive. They just turned the ball over. They don't really have a problem moving the chains here either.
No, it doesn't seem like it. Again, this offense is not really what you got to worry about this team. It's having the defense be able to stop the Baltimore Ravens. The offense is going to do its thing. And we've seen that time and time again with Josh Allen leading the helm. It doesn't matter what you put out there. They're going to find a way to get yards.
Josh Allen comes out into the gun. Pump fake to James Cook, and he's going deep.
Ooh.
Oh, he was
There's
going
a flag
for
on the play, though. Flag on the play.
We've got defensive pass interference where Malachi starts, and that's going to be a big play for the Buffalo Bills as they find themselves in Ravens territory at the 30-yard line.
Exactly. That's a big, costly play there for Malachi Starks. Definitely not what you want to be giving up to a team like the Bills in the first quarter of this giant matchup.
Palmer in motion there. Josh Allen's in the gun. He's going to throw again. He's got him in. Keon Coleman breaks a couple tackles and takes it down to the 11-yard line. Second year man out of Florida State. People are expecting a big year for Keon Coleman.
Yeah, and you'd think it's second year in the league, got a little bit more time, more experience. This guy, usually that second-year leap is where we're really looking at wide receivers to take that jump. And right there, perfect ball from Josh Allen through a tight window to Coleman. That's what you want to see.
So Josh throws again, except this time it's a screen to Cook. He's got some space and takes it down inside the 5 to the Baltimore 3. And Jake, this Bills offense has not had any problems so far since the Josh Allen fumble.
No, and it doesn't look like it. I'd also like to really point out that we just saw a successful Bills screen again, which is not something that Madden seems to usually get right. So that's great, and they've had no problem moving the ball on this Baltimore defense.
Gosh, back to pass again. He's going to
Easy.
Mac Lamar run for one and another rushing touchdown. The most prolific rushing touchdown getter in NFL history, only second to Dan Newton with another rushing touchdown.
Yeah, and I mean, he just sees that wide open field. A guy like Josh Allen, he sees Lamar Jackson do it, and he says, if you can do it, I can do it too. Also, got to clean off his cleats a little bit, just like Lamar.
So the Bills come out and answer back. A really big statement here from the Bills. You don't want to give the Ravens an opportunity to go up 14-0.
No, for sure. If you're the defense right now, Sean McDermott is telling them, hey, we got to get this stop here. And, of course, as a defensive player, you're always going out there. You don't want them to score on you.
Tyler Bass, and the kick is good. So the Buffalo Bills tie it up, and Tyler Bass is somewhat of a reliable kicker. A lot of people suspect that the new stadium will help him.
Yeah, you would think that, and also, you know, he's been dealing with some sorts of injuries as of late in the preseason, and that's kind of got people worried about what his reliability is going to look like during the year, because, you know, when it comes to injuries and kickers, sometimes it just takes one type of injury, and that completely derails their career.
Yeah, absolutely. And the kickoff is away. This one is going to be returned. And the Bills coverage team does a pretty good job as they get out to the 27-yard line. Two-time MVP back out onto the field after coming off of a touchdown here. This Bills defense really, really would like to stop here.
Yeah, for sure. You want to get anytime you can get a guy like Josh Allen back out on the field, especially at home, you know that this energy that's being brought here is going to fuel this team even more to try to make a stop.
This Bills defense is traditionally very good in the NFL with good statistics over the span of McDermott's career, but they've had trouble against good quarterbacks. And Lamar Jackson is out of here. He gets 12 yards on the pickup on the option play, and that's another Ravens hurt.
Yeah, for sure. And again, just another thing where Lamar sees a wide open opportunity, and boom, he takes it. It's kind of, you kind of want to be there to stop Lamar, but it's going to be almost impossible to do it 100% of the time. So, of course, he's going to get that, and he picks up an easy first down.
Ravens come out in the gun. Two in the backfield. Man in motion. Going to be another run by Lamar. Great blocking.
Ooh,
oh, my goodness. Lamar Jackson
is
gone. Another rushing touchdown here for Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens are doing exactly what you said, Jake. They're just running the ball.
I mean, that's their bread and butter, right? If you're going to not stop it, why are we going to not do it? So until they do, this is what is going to happen to the Buffalo Bills. We're going to tuck it and run it. And, oh, man, just an absolute sick move there by Lamar Jackson. And he's going to let the Bills fans hear it, too, as he drops another 6 points on the board.
So the Bills' first-round pick, Hairston, really, really fast quarterback, fastest at the NFL Combine. You would like to have him to be able to help out in situations like this, where you have an extremely fast quarterback, an extremely fast wide receiver, as the Ravens get the extra. And he's not available tonight due to injury. Yeah. It's not a big deal for week one, but they are expecting him to really contribute here for this team.
For sure. In this league, it's just gotten more and more about speed and athleticism, Justus. So you don't want to be behind the 8 ball when it comes to that, because if you're old and you're slow, you're going to get absolutely dominated by this new age of NFL players.
A secondary decimated by injuries, a young front. This Bills defense has a lot of work ahead of them as the kick is off. Bad return. He only makes it out to the 22-yard line. Mr. MVP. Go after those 78 yards if he wants to match Lamar touchdown for touchdown on the clock.
Yeah, and I mean, again, we haven't seen this team have a problem with moving the ball against this Baltimore defense. But as the game continues to go on, I don't really see that changing all that much, especially, as you know, defenses, they get tired, and the offenses, they'll just keep on a roll.
Allen brought back the pass. Knocked away for a pass intended to Dawson Knox. We haven't seen too much of Dalton Kincaid today.
No, we haven't. It's really been the Knox show, and it's not like they don't know how to use Kincaid, but that is definitely something we'll have to keep our eyes on, as it seems like it's a Dawson Knox heavy night tonight.
Allen drops back the pass. The throw, it's completed to Keon Coleman, so he's been the early target so far. A lot of passes from Josh Allen tonight, dude.
I mean, yeah, for sure. They're not really turning to the James Cook run game just about yet. They're just kind of passing it and continuing to pass down the field, but it looks like we might get ourselves a little bit of a run right here.
Got a heavy set, and they're going to sneak it in. They're not going to get it. That feels that hurts a little bit, Jake.
Yeah, that's a bit anticlimactic there. Usually on a 3rd and 1, you're expecting Josh Allen to easily get that, just falling forward, getting that. But we'll see right now if we're, and it looks like we're going to punt it.
We've seen Josh Allen sneak that looked like a first down. They said was short before. So.
Yeah, well, thankfully we got some new technology in the ball that might be able to help, better spot those. See if the first down was actually possible.
Yeah, we will see. Mark comes back out onto the field with a 7-point lead. Jake, he has 6 rushes, 420 yards, and 2 touchdowns. This Bills defense needs to tighten up.
Yeah, I'd say so. I would think those are pretty good stats there, Justus, especially just thinking it isn't even the end of the first quarter, and he's got his X factor already activated.
The give is to Lamar, and he's taken down for no gain by, honestly, should be all pro cornerback Chris Benford.
Yeah, I know Benford is your guy, and again, he's one of the most impressive players on the secondary to come out, a late round pick out of Villanova, comes out of here and is one of the top echelon of corners in the league at this time.
2nd and 10, and Lamar keeps it again. He's just going to do it as much as he wants, honestly. Another first down for Lamar Jackson, and his run total is just going to increase.
Exactly, and again, that shot there at the end is not something you kind of want your MVP level quarterback taking, but Lamar Jackson, he's going to accept those hits to get that first down. And again, they're going to keep on doing it until the Buffalo Bills stop them, and that might be the story that we're talking about at the end of the day.
Haven't seen a ton of Derrick Henry or James Cook today. Lamar draws back the pass, comfortable in the pocket. And just as I said it, there's Derrick Henry for getting 12.
A Derrick Henry catch. That's something. That man catches something in the middle of the field and turns up. Good luck trying to stop him. Again, as you saw there, the Bills took about 3 guys there to be able to get him down.
The Ravens are moving the ball with efficiency. Derrick Henry with a carry, and he is stuck in the backfield. Welcome back, Tre'Davious White.
Yeah, again, a great addition back. You know, they brought guys back like Gabe Davis and Jordan Poyer, guys that are on the practice squad as of right now in real life. I'm pretty sure Jordan Poyer might be on the active roster for this game, at least in Madden. But, again, bringing back a bunch of these old guys they just know the system.
Yeah, it's a Derrick Henry. Good open field tackling there by the Bills to give the Ravens 3rd and long. And Bills haven't had trouble stopping the run. They've had trouble stopping Lamar.
Yeah, it seems to be, they put a lot of their focus on making sure all their other bases are covered except for the X factor that is Lamar Jackson and his legs.
Lamar, 3rd and 8. The Bills have had trouble getting off the field on 3rd down. He steps up. He's throwing. And it's caught. Mark Andrews making the tough catch. And the Ravens first down.
Yeah, and right there, they're probably going to check to make sure he wasn't across the line, but I'm pretty sure he's all good in that regards. And yeah, it's just a big old jump ball up there, and you let your center-sized power forward of a tight end go up and grab that ball over a guy like, I believe that was Taylor Rapp, yeah.
So the Ravens with the first down here at the 30. For Lamar. He is in open space, and he's taking down. Oh, is there an injury on the field?
Oh, he's a little bit slow to get up there.
We got a timeout on. Oh, no.
He's good.
It said timeout. I thought there was an injury. Well, 2nd and 3 as Lamar gets another big gain on first down, and the Ravens are staying ahead of the stick so far.
Yeah, just another one of those keepers that he's able to take up field. That's something that the Bills have really been burned by.
And he does it again. And he burns them again, tackle made by Terrell Bernard as he gets down to the Buffalo 12-yard line. And that's the end of one, ladies and gentlemen. The Baltimore Ravens are up 7, knocking on the door. Lamar Jackson is playing out of his mind, Jay.
Yeah, absolutely. Lamar has been having a heck of a game already, just putting up these crazy rushing numbers. And again, that's what Lamar Jackson does. And you know that they came into this game with a chip on their shoulder, especially Lamar after not winning that MVP last year.
This is an absolutely stacked roster, Jake. This team had 10 Pro Bowlers, I think 6 All-Pros. I mean, they're a stacked team. Honestly, one of the best rosters in the league outside of the Eagles is Derrick Henry stuff yet again. This Bills defense has had their way with Derrick Henry.
Yeah, and you get Terrell Bernard, again, another young guy that's become a leader on this defense, just coming down, recognizing it, and cleaning up Derrick Henry on that play. Again, not really been getting gashed by Derrick Henry. It's just been Lamar.
Derrick Henry again, and he may have spoken, well, not a big game, but
he's sweating there a little bit.
Yeah, it looked like the stiff arm might have been coming as we see Jordan Poyer is on the field. 3rd and 4 here. This would be a big stop for the Bills.
Yeah, I mean, they need this stop. If you're not going to be able to, you got to hold Baltimore to 3 because, again, you have to assume that this offense will not be slowing down, especially going in the second half.
He does exactly what you expected him to do. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the day.
Wow.
This Bills defense just does not learn.
Apparently not. Apparently it takes a whole half, and we know how these simulations kind of go. You know, the first half, they got one team going and not firing on what looks like realistic cylinders, and then in the second half is when things get turned up. But right now, Lamar Jackson absolutely turning up this Ravens offense against this Bills defenses. You got Sean McDermott here yelling at some of his players.
And now this becomes an absolutely crucial drive here for 17 in the Bills offense. Is you're already down by 2 scores. Lamar Jackson looks absolutely unstoppable right now. You've got to answer here.
Yeah, you have to, because you got to be aware, too, that right now your defense is struggling to contain Lamar Jackson. And then coming out of the second half, the Baltimore is also going to get the ball. So you got to try to put up points here. You're going to be in a deep hole.
National TV tonight here on Sunday Night Football. Big matchup. 2 MVP quarterbacks. 2 of the best teams in the AFC. It really doesn't get any better than this. And we're expecting a good game here, but the Bills really got to turn it up as the return here. And then not about where he would have been if he would have let it.
Yeah, exactly. And again, you know, this is something that if you listen to the pundits and everything, this is what they believe could possibly also be a preview for the championship game this year to see who has the right to go to the Super Bowl. So we might be getting a little bit of a preview here of who might be the one out of the AFC to come out.
Josh Allen in the backfield with James Cook this time. We'll see if we give it to him. If we won't, of course, he's going to throw a quick throw over the middle. James Palmer with the impressive catch, breaks the tackle. Oh, I'm sorry. Keon Coleman with the impressive catch, breaks the tackle. He's 7 yards on the catch.
Yeah, shakes off a defender, and unfortunately, when he goes to turn upfield, about 2 others kind of are right there waiting for him. But again, an impressive, really fast catch there by Coleman, and another just absolute beautiful dime from Josh Allen.
We're going to see another pass here as Josh Allen is in the backfield alone. Quick throw, and another completion there to Khalil Shakir. So Palmer, Shakir, Coleman seems to be the 3 he's going to a lot. Is that going to be what we see all season?
I mean, it kind of seems like that might be the way that the cookie's going to crumble, at least for the Bills this season. You're going to see a little bit of the tight ends thrown in there, and you're also going to see James Cook get some receptions as he gets the ball there and is taken down after about a 6-yard gain.
6-yard carry for James Cook. 6 yards on first down is very good, and you would think that they would give the ball to James Cook a little bit more. I understand this Ravens defense is good. Ravens defensive front is good, but you got to give James Cook the ball a little bit more to get that play action going. Do it, and they stuff him immediately.
And that's why they might not be just gunning to try to run the ball right up the middle with James Gunn.
Don't make it so obvious.
Right, exactly.
So 3rd and short here. Josh Allen back in the gun. He's got 4 receivers spread out. Quick throw, incomplete. And I know they're not going to go for it, but in real life, you would have to go for it.
At a 4th and 2 at the 45, you think kind of being down this big, maybe this is worth going for at this point. That's hard to say here in the second quarter, Justus, that we think a team should be going for it on 4th down, and it looks like they are.
They are going for it. Didn't expect Madden to make this decision, but we'll see what 17 can do. Drops back to pass.
And it's caught.
It's caught. Joshua Palmer, one of the big 3 we mentioned earlier, and that's a Buffalo first down into Ravens territory.
And what you've been noticing here is that they've really been attacking the short game. When they get that short amount of separation, which is why they bring a guy like Joshua Palmer in, Josh Allen able to rifle that one in there to get an easy, quick first down.
5 wide. Again, Josh Allen, he's going to scramble. Oh! Takes another hit, and Jair Alexander is hurt on the leg.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the kind of hit that he just tried to lay into Josh Allen. You try to lay that hit in on anyone, no wonder your shoulder is going to get hurt.
Yeah, I think
that's like running directly into a brick wall.
I think Malachi Starks hit him. I don't even think that was Jair Alexander. I'm not sure how Jair Alexander got injured, but Josh Allen takes another big hit. You don't want to see that from your MVP quarterback, Joe.
No, for sure. That's definitely something that you'd like to keep to a minimum. But again, the thing that we know about Josh Allen is he welcomes that contact.
He does. He actually says that he likes it. As he drops back to the pass, and James Cook breaks a tackle, gets 7 on the play. That's a big play there on 2nd down. When you got nothing on 1st down, you don't want to be in 3rd and long. You pick up most of it.
Exactly, and that's kind of what the Joe Brady special has been, right? Is that they're going to use the pass to set up the run. So you're going to set yourself up in a situation where you're in 3rd and short, and that makes it a lot more manageable.
Josh Allen drops back. It's guess who? Joshua Palmer with his 4th reception of the day and another Buffalo first down.
Again, a guy who was utilized not as much as you would think he would on a Los Angeles Chargers team with Justin Herbert, but the Bills bring him in knowing what his skill set is, and it looks like Josh Allen really is enjoying it.
I think I got to admit, this is getting me real excited about 5 in real life.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's in the gun. He throws. Oh! He's caught. What a dime from Josh. But guess who? Keon Coleman.
Yep, and right there you see it too, just that little bit of separation, and Josh Allen is able to fit it in that window, and Keon Coleman just gets that nice grab and takes a slide down and now puts the Bills within 2 yards of hopefully getting some more points on the board.
Josh, we are watching 2 of the best quarterbacks to ever pick up a football. This is cinema. It's James Cook He's cooking. He gets one of his first carries of the day, and it goes for 6.
It goes for 6, and the newly paid James Cook is able to get the Bills back on the board. Look, you needed this bad, especially as time just continues to tick down here in the second quarter. And again, as we brought up before, Ravens get the ball to start the second half, so you got to keep putting yourself within range to where this game isn't getting out of hand.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're looking at a team that can score almost at will. You're looking at a team that can run down your throat and also has a quarterback who can put the ball anywhere on the field. You have to be able to keep up with them. You can't fall back too far behind. Josh Allen is able to lead his team down there, get 7 points, and make it a close game. And if your defense can just get a stop, now you have an opportunity to tie.
Exactly. Again, you're putting yourself in a good opportunity here to where you're putting it in the hands of your defense to hopefully get you back into this game. But only being a one-score game right now, Justus, we got a lot of football to be played.
We do have a lot of football left. And again, like I mentioned before, these are 2 of the best quarterbacks ever. So it's going to be a great game today. We got already 21-14 in the first half. And great special teams coverage there by the Bills. And Lamar Jackson back on the field.
Yeah, and right now, we don't know exactly what the outcome of the Chiefs and Chargers is. But right now, it looks like we might be looking at 2 offensive powerhouses in the AFC, just like everybody's been talking about.
It stands to reason. I mean, this Ravens team is absolutely loaded. We know what Josh Allen can do, 40 touchdowns, 5 years straight. You're going to expect some fireworks.
The crazy stat here, Justus, is just 59 yards of passing offense from this Ravens team.
Well, when Lamar Jackson is pushing 200 yards rushing in the second quarter, the early second quarter, you don't really need to pass for him. 2nd and 8 as the Bills stuff Derrick Henry yet again. Lamar's in the backfield. He drops back to pass. Quick throw. He's got his man, Mark Andrews, as he takes it down to the Buffalo 39-yard line.
You got 4 Buffalo Bills there chasing him down, probably within a hand's reach of him, and there was not one hand put on Mark Andrews. Very odd there, but a huge pickup from the big man.
I understand the hate Mark Andrews gets for his role he played in the divisional game, but even in that game, he was one of Lamar's most reliable targets, and he continues to be, as Derrick Henry continues to get stuffed by this Buffalo front. You got to admit, Jake, you're a little impressed with how they've handled King Henry so far.
Yeah, exactly, and we've been able to see that the Buffalo Bills, when they do focus on wanting to stop the run, they can do it. They've got a little bit of flack in the past saying they're not that great of a run defense, but when they focus on it, they are amazing.
And Lamar keeps it this time. He's going to keep it every time. And he takes it down to the 23-yard line. Another Ravens.
Yeah, and you got to think guys are ready to just get it into the back, especially Coach McDermott, to try to figure out a way to change this up, because right now Baltimore and Lamar Jackson are gashing you right now, and it seems like you have no answer for them.
Lamar, his X factor still intact. The give is to Henry, and he's got some yards this time as he picks up 6. Still not, the Derrick Henry carry that we're accustomed to, but he gets a decent game.
Usually when we see this, there's about one Derrick Henry run that goes for about 80 yards after breaking a tackle. So right now I'd say that the Bills are doing quite well in keeping him in check.
Pistol formation here for the Ravens again. Back to Henry, and he's stuffed yet again. Great pickup there from this Bills defense as they put the Ravens in the 3rd and medium.
Yeah, around 3rd and medium here, as long as if the Bills can keep Baltimore to 3 here, that should be considered a win, especially with how the game has been going up to this point.
I have to agree there. And they got the screaming. Derrick Henry picks up the first down. That would have been a big stop there, but I think they would have went for it even if it was first.
I believe so. Even if you run for it and you get put in like a 4th and 2, a 4th and 1 situation, the Ravens know they are in full control here, and being able to put up another touchdown would just go closer to sealing the deal.
Might be leaning on Henry here. Oh my God! He is breaking tackles. Oh, he only picked up 4 yards, but holy smokes.
Can we consider that first attempt there a tackle? I think that was just someone running into a wall from what it looked like from up here.
Holy cow, that was aggressive. Oh, 2nd and 6 from the Bills' 8-yard line. Lamar drops back to pass, quick throw. Stop short.
All I'll say here is you're going to want to forget that one whenever you go into the tape room.
Absolutely. That was Teron Johnson attempt. Looking a little like Josh Norman did a couple years ago.
Ooh, don't bring that up. Do we have that highlight? Can we play that highlight?
Derrick Henry gets the touchdown. And the Ravens take a 2-touchdown lead and keep the pressure on the Buffalo Bills here in North Park.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, every time the Bills just fill the hole a little bit more with dirt, the Ravens come in with another shovel. It's just kind of to this point where we are going to have to see this team. They got to figure out an answer here for Lamar Jackson, because right now he is absolutely carving up this Buffalo Bills defense.
Well, Jake, we mentioned it earlier in the broadcast. When you consider this Buffalo Bills defense under Sean McDermott, they have been absolutely stellar as an average. But when you consider anytime they play a top quarterback, they hold almost all the time.
Yeah, and that's kind of one of the knocks that Sean McDermott has had against them, and kind of one of the reasons why some people think that they will never get over the top is because in some of those big situations when you have to play against the top quarterbacks in the league, your defense does not show the numbers that they did the entire season, hence folding.
Especially in the playoffs and in big games. We'll see how they can adjust here as this game continues. This game is giving shades of Los Angeles and Detroit from the 2024 season when the Bills just have to score a lot of points in order to win. Big hit, but he does get after the 26-yard line. Gives Josh Allen a little bit of extra space to work with, but he's got to score points.
Yeah, you'd think they have to put some points up on the board here. And usually with Josh Allen and company, that's not something that we're too worried about. They're usually able to go ahead and put points up on the board. And their last few drives have actually been very successful.
Green play. James Cook takes the wrong hole, goes outside when you have plenty of space inside. It only picks up 2 yards.
I'd also like to add, why does John Harbaugh not have glasses? Why does he not have glasses in this game?
Does he have glasses in real life?
I believe so. He's usually got little tiny readers on.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I do see that. Oh, big move there by Joshua Palmer, who for some reason spins back into the defender, but 30 manageable here for the Bills in their own territory.
Yeah, I mean, you got to convert this, Justus. I mean, if you put yourself in a situation where, you know, you're down 2 scores and you're giving the ball back to the Ravens with them getting the ball back at the beginning of the second half, this could be disastrous for the Bills.
Josh does not give them any such circumstances as he finds Keon Coleman again for another first down just ahead of midfield. Keon Coleman is having himself a day.
He is, and he's right there. He's got that little bit of separation, and Josh Allen fits that ball right in there before the safety can come down and make that tackle. That was just a great play overall, and it makes the Bills move the chains.
A lot of people are expecting Keon Coleman to step up into that number 1 role as he is a pseudo first-round pick, you know, early second-round pick. And he's been playing very well so far.
I don't know. It looks like there was a bit of a skip in the recording, but I guess we'll just play with it. The show goes on.
All right. 2nd and 1 here. Josh Allen at the Ravens 39-yard line. They come out in the slanted I formation to give us to James Cook, who breaks the tackle and picks up the first down. Malachi Starks is in the backfield very quickly. Was able to evade him just enough to give the Bills a fresh set of down.
Yeah, that was great on James Cook to be able to stay on his feet there and just make sure to get that first down yardage. But a great recognition there by Malachi Starks.
So Josh comes out in the gun again. They need points, preferably a touchdown. And if you could go to the end of the half, that'd be great too, as they pick up a nice little gain on second down to Keon Coleman again.
Yeah, and it looks like Coleman, again, is becoming a favorite target, and that's what you want, right? You want your first-round rookie wide receiver to build that chemistry with your starting quarterback and to truly take over that number one role.
2nd and 5 here. Josh Allen in the gun to give. It's the Cook who finds a hole and picks up a first down to the Ravens 28-yard line. That's the explosiveness that you paid James Cook for.
Exactly. You know, they had a little bit of a struggle at the beginning of the season here, especially beginning of the offseason, where, you know, it wasn't sure how's this James Cook situation going to play out. But we all saw what happened, and that man just made a hell of a play.
And that pass is incomplete. Couldn't see who that was intended for, but luckily it fell to the ground and not in the wrong end.
Yeah, you know, we're used to seeing a couple of errant throws here and there by Josh Allen. That seemed to be one of them. Thankfully, not a Baltimore Raven in the area.
2nd and 10. Josh back to pass again. He's comfortable in the pocket. He's got his man. That's Keon Coleman. Again, another catch here. And he picks up a nice amount of yards. And he makes it 3rd and short.
Yeah, and it kind of seems like the emphasis has gone from Josh Palmer in the first quarter to now Keon Coleman in the second quarter. I'm wondering if this might be part of the Bills' game plan to keep the Ravens on their toes.
Well, they've got a plethora of receivers to use. There's Josh Allen. Oh, you gotta catch that pass. I believe that was either Don Kincaid or Dawson Knox, but that's got to be one you bring in, Joe.
Yeah, and right here, you know, Sean McDermott might want to go for the field goal, but Josh Allen is pleading that they stay on the field because that should have been, it looks like Tyler Bass is getting sent out, but never mind, he's not on the field.
They changed their mind as Josh Allen comes back onto the field. I think this is the right decision, Jake. And they pick up the first down to guess who? Second-year man, Keon Coleman, who is having himself a day. Take that, Xavier Worthy.
And we have seen the growth of Sean McDermott from this coach that everybody thought was just this conservative guy to now going for these absolute plays and trusting his quarterback.
Josh Allen waiting for the play clock down, and he completes it. Big completion there as they take it down. And Jake, they're doing exactly what I suggested that they do. They're melting the clock down. In best case scenario, you want to get 7 here and leave, little time left for the Ravens to be able to do anything with football.
Exactly. You don't want them to be able to do anything, especially to have another chance with how your defense has been performing against them to go down and score before the half.
Shakir in motion. Josh finds him. That's a first down at the 1-yard line. And the Buffalo Bills are knocking on the door. This is an absolutely beautifully called play drive from Joe Brady.
It is, and again, the offense hasn't really been the issue here for the Bills. It seems like Joe Brady has absolutely came in with the right game plan, and the Bills have been taking advantage of this Ravens defense.
James Cook does not get in there on first down, and the Bills are calling a timeout. Why? This is Madden watching.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they're trying to replicate what a coach would be doing, but you could easily save some of these timeouts here for, the last 15, 20 seconds.
The Ravens should be calling timeouts right now.
Yeah.
Josh Allen's here in the gun. James Cook's in the backfield. Touchdown would be great. Josh Allen scrambling. He finds it up the middle. He matches Lamar again. And he matches the gritty. 17 in the end zone for his second touchdown of the day.
I mean, at this point, Josh Allen's just like, fine, I'm going to do it myself, and he's just going to run it in if Lamar Jackson's going to do it again. Josh Allen's got to prove, hey, look at this. I am the MVP from last year. If you can do it, I can do it too.
And really, really interesting decision-making from both of these defensive coordinators, playing man coverage within 5 yards of the goal line versus two extremely dynamic quarterbacks.
Exactly. Yeah, it looks like now, with Sean McDermott calling that timeout, giving the Baltimore Ravens 36 seconds with all three timeouts. A bit baffling decision there by Madden.
Not sure why they would do that or why Madden would think that they would want to do that, but it's a video game, so can't expect perfection. Tyler Bass here set for the kickoff. Brilliant drive there from the Buffalo Bills. Honestly, that's about as good as it's going to get, outside of letting the play clock melt a little bit more. That was a really, really good drive.
As we see the kickoff here.
It's going to be returned, and it's going to be stopped. Great tackle there from Dorian Williams, who actually held his own when Matt Milano was out with an injury. Hasn't seemed to feel very much since then, but is a reliable backup for sure. As Lamar Jackson comes out with 32 seconds left, do you think they're going to take a chance at the end zone here?
I would think right now this is your time to take chances, knowing that you're going to get the ball out of the half. This is where you start taking your shots, see what you can do with your superstar quarterback, and maybe get yourself in a field goal range.
I think we'll see a screen here. Not exactly a screen, but a quick throw out to Rashad Bateman, who falls down in bounds, and I think that's going to be it for the half, Jake.
Yeah, I believe so. And, of course, that'll take you into the halftime show here with some highlights. And then me and Justus will rejoin you guys back at the beginning of the second half.
Best case scenario there for the Bills as you only go down. Oh, quick pass here. Zay Flowers gets a big chunk of change there down to the Buffalo 40 as we go into halftime. 21-28. Ravens over Buffalo Bills here in Orchard Park.
And that was, of course, some of your halftime highlights, and we're back here for the start of the third quarter.
Tyler Bass set to kick off here to start the second half. And the Ravens will get the ball first. This will be returned. He gets it out to the 26-yard line, and Lamar Jackson, who had an absolutely brilliant first half, come back out onto the field, and the Bills could really, really use to stop it.
Yeah, you would think so. This is definitely one of those cases where, both teams went back to the locker rooms. One team got to be happy with what they've been doing on offense. Both teams, actually. But the defenses of these two teams having to come out with a new game plan to hopefully try to mitigate what these quarterbacks have been doing to them on the ground.
Lamar drops back the pass. He finds Ricard for a near first down, 9-yard gain there for the fullback.
Yeah, one of the teams in the NFL that's still, actually two of these teams here that actually still carry a fullback on their roster. That's kind of a thing of the past that we're seeing with these two teams. Ravens
come out in the crooked eye. Man in motion. Bills look like they're playing man. Oh, and he stopped in the backfield. That is TJ Sanders, the early round pick out of South Carolina, and he's expected to do big things here for the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I wouldn't be expected again. This Buffalo draft class of defensive players, from what it looks like from top to bottom, looks like that there might be some really big hits on here. TJ Sanders being one of them. Maybe we'll see a little bit of Deion Walker today too.
Deion Walker looks absolutely amazing. And Lamar takes off. Of course, he's going to get the first down. He does take a nice little hit, though, as he gets out to the Ravens.
Yeah, and it seems like right now, I don't know why it was showing Brandon Codrington here. I'm guessing he's not even the one that got the hit. So I don't understand what Madden was trying to show us there. But shout out to Brandon Codrington for being on the team, I guess.
I think Lamar just broke the record for most rushing yards by a quarterback in the game.
And he's going to keep adding.
He does take a nice little hit there as he picked up 6 on the play.
Yeah, I mean, you can just see this defense has to be frustrated with how their performance has been against Lamar Jackson. And right now, you got to assume that maybe there's got to be coming out with something new here to try to mitigate this.
Yeah, you got to play the outside much better. Let the dive happen. And they stopped Derrick Henry yet again. I mean, Lamar's got enough rushing yards for the both of them, but Derrick Henry's not doing that.
Yeah, Derrick Henry, he can throw a touchdown on his scorecard there, but right now when it comes to who was the dominant rusher in this game, it's been Lamar Jackson.
3rd and 6 here, just before midfield, and he's going to take off. Oh, he's going to throw it! Intercepted! The Bills get a turnover, and he's going down.
And that was Jordan
Poyer. Holy cow! Welcome home, All-Pro Bo, with the interception of Lamar Jackson, and it couldn't have come at a more opportune time, Jake.
Yeah, he read that one like a book. And again, don't know if he'll be in the actual game this week, but in this Madden simulation, he just made a huge play for this Buffalo Bills team.
I will say, even with Lamar Jackson playing absolutely spectacularly, the Bills still find themselves in this game, and Lamar makes a huge mistake that allows the Bills to come back and potentially tie the game.
Justus, I don't want to point this out, or maybe I do actually. I really do want to point this out. This is going a lot like kind of how the playoff game was going.
A little bit. We'll see if they get the same number. James Cook, big gap, 14-yard game for the newly paid man.
Immediately, we've got some defensive linemen from the Ravens wanting to voice their opinions on that play that James Cook just made against them. But you can see Lamar Jackson here trying to, I guess, talk to some of his defensive players when he's the one who made the mistake. I don't think he'd be doing that in real life.
Yeah, that looked a little soap opera-y. Josh Allen rushes up the middle. Oh, gets a nice little game there.
Not gonna lie. Didn't like the way that Josh Allen was holding that ball there with all those defenders.
But you know what? It is accurate because he does hold the ball like
he
that.
Does do that. He does do that.
Scares the hell out of me every time.
Please tuck that in. We don't need you running like Shady McCoy out here.
Please. Oh my goodness, Shady. Oh my goodness. Don't get me started, Shady.
That's probably who taught him how to do it.
Seriously. The Bills come out under center in the game. It's the Cook who finds the crease up the middle. Big game there, and this Bills offense is cooking with peace.
Wow. Again, James Cook able to stay on his feet, having that low center of gravity. That is great, and why he is able to pick up that huge first down, putting the Bills here than 8 yards of getting and tying this game up.
James Cook in motion. Josh Allen in the gun. He drops back. Quick throw. Keon Coleman with the short reception. And the Bills are knocking on the door here to tie the ball game up.
Yeah, right here, the Bills, they want this score. Again, you want to capitalize off of this huge play that your defense just made. You've been asking them for one all game. This is when you got to make sure to just gas up your defense a little bit more by capitalizing.
Josh Allen finds Dawson Knox. Touchdown. Tie ball game. The Buffalo Bills are attempting the comeback. They definitely tied it. They completed the comeback. They can complete the comeback with the point attempt. But a great drive there. Great turnover. Just complimentary football all around.
Yeah, 100%. And again, like I was saying, that's got to gas your defense up a little bit too, because they make the big play. You go out there, they get the ball in the hands of 17, and he puts points up on the board. this could be a turning point in this game. We'll have to see.
See, this is the beauty of two of the best players in the universe playing, because if they were playing almost any other quarterback, both of these players would look absolutely phenomenal. They would look like the cream of the crop, and it might be a blowout. But
exactly,
you put two against each other, and it's a tie game, and they both look amazing.
Again, and a lot of people want to go into these games, and they're going to think like, oh, like we're going to see a blowout, or they want to see one team do really well and another one do very poorly. This is both teams firing on both cylinders and showing why they are two of the best teams in the NFL, and that's why the score is the way it is.
Tyler Bass kicking it off. We're going to get a return. Not as great coverage. Oh, takes it out to the 30-yard line. Nice little spin move. And Lamar Jackson looks to come up and redeem himself after the last ride. He's been playing absolutely flawlessly. He made his first mistake on the last ride.
Yeah, and again, he's a veteran. He's a pro. This guy's going to come out here. He's not a rookie anymore. One interception is not going to shake this man. They're going to come out and they're going to keep doing what's been working.
It is absolutely raucous here in Orchard Park as we start the season. The Bills were undefeated here at home last year. The Ravens come out in the I formation. Lamar Jackson still is his X-Factor despite throwing an interception. Completed, incomplete pass over the middle, and it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, right there. That was just a great play by the defense to make sure to get that hit in early enough to cause the drop there. And again, the Bills, we're going to kind of have to see how they change up their defensive game plan against Lamar Jackson this half, because you might not be able to score every single time on offense.
And he finds his man over the middle, completed pass. Big contribution here from Jordan Poyer. I don't know if we'll see this type of production from Bishop or Rapp or Hamlin, but I like what Jordan Poyer's done so far.
Yeah, and I mean, that's kind of why they've brought a guy like Jordan Poyer back into the fold.
And he stopped in the backfield. The Buffalo Bills get another stop here on the Ravens, and they give their offense an opportunity to take the lead, Jake.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, to finish the point on Jordan Poyer, they bring a guy like that who says he's still got more gas in the tank. Right now in this game, he's kind of proven he still has it. So that's a huge stop there by the Buffalo Bills defense. And again, you're putting it in the hands of 17, which is exactly how your game plan should go.
They get it off, and Covington on the return gets a nice little return here out to the 38-yard line, and Josh Allen. James Cook, 26 of 30 for 238 and a touchdown. Two of the best on the planet, Jake. Just absolutely incredible.
I mean, hands down. I mean, you can't say anything else. We've got two of the best quarterbacks in the league going at it. And right now, we're seeing the reigning MVP. He's got the ball this time. Let's see what him and this offense can do with it.
Absolutely. As they come out in the crooked I formation, Josh Allen's under safety. They give us to James Cook, who finds a hole and picks up something when it really should have been nothing.
Yeah, really. It looked like they had it stopped there, but he's able to bounce out and go towards the edge, and he's able to find and get a couple of yards out of something that could have been a major loss.
Yeah, absolutely. I could have lost 4 yards there. You pick up 2. That's a pretty good play. Josh Allen here in the gun with James Cook in the back. Screen play out to James Cook, who jukes back inside and went from making something out of nothing to turning something into Lester.
Yep, and there's those 4 yards that could have. So, I don't know. We'll see here again. 3rd and 12. As for most teams, it's like, oh boy, this is going to be a big stretch. But for Josh Allen and the Bills, this is usually just a normal day at the office.
3rd and 12. Josh Allen in the gun, 5 wide. 12. And stop short of the first down, 4th and 4, 47. You got to go for this, Jake. I mean,
yeah. 4th and 1 at the 47. You're at midfield. I mean, you got Josh Allen at quarterback. You got to go for this, right? I don't know who he was sending the punter out there, but it doesn't really look like it. We got Josh Allen on the field.
Josh Allen with his man wide open at the top. Give it to James Cook, who finds a crease. Takes up the first down. He takes a shot for sure. But he does pick up the first down and gets into Ravens territory.
He's going to be feeling that one tomorrow morning, that's for sure. But, of course, he's going to look back of it on film. That was an impressive game there to keep the Bills in this game.
So a first down. Josh Allen is under center. Oh, my goodness. And that's 2 shots in a row. Holy cow. Oh, that's Ray Davis on the carry. He loses
Ray Davis, who, he's a little bit bigger of a guy, so you can assume he can take those hits. But again, absolute perfect read there by the Ravens defense, and they're able to stop that one quickly.
2nd and 11, Josh Allen, quick throw. On Coleman with another catch. Makes it 3rd and inning.
And another big shot by the defense. The Ravens out here, do you think they're getting a little bit aggressive here, Justus? Because they want to stop this offense.
I mean, that's the soul of a good defense, because a lot of teams will back down right now. The team's on a run. You're up 2 touchdowns. And they're still playing ball, man. They're still playing ball. It'll be interesting to see what the Bills do here as the pass ball is incomplete. 4th and 5 from the Ravens 41. You don't get much out of punting. What would you say, Jake?
You're kind of in no man's land right here. I mean, we can see the infamous Josh Allen arm punt. Sometimes that happens from around this, but it looks like Sean McDermott's just going to go ahead and punt the ball away.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to see this in real life, but that's fine. The Ravens get the stop, and look, 17-yard line. Big win.
Yeah. So
Lamar comes back out into the field. You got an opportunity to take the lead back.
Yeah, it's kind of a failed opportunity there. Again, we've seen both of these teams kind of having some struggles coming out of the half here. Score staying the same. And, maybe that just has to do with game plans switching up, and now these defenses are more prepared.
Lamar, X Factor. The give. Oh, the fake. Oh, completed. Good completion there. With the 2nd and 5.
Yeah, nice little 5-yard gain there. This quick reaction from Lamar Jackson. You can see the Buffalo defense come and just gets it out quick to his receiver at the sideline. Nice little 5-yard gain.
2nd and 5. His own 21-yard line, and they got the screen play to Derrick Henry. Big tackle in open space there by Matt Milano with his X Factor. First down, but that could have been a lot worse.
It could have been a lot worse, especially it's not very often you see one guy able to bring down Derrick Henry. So Matt Milano had to basically torpedo himself at that man, and he was able to take him down.
Lamar draws back the pass. Oh! That could have been a pick 6.
It could have been. Again, another dangerous throw by Lamar Jackson. Again, that's just kind of one of those things where you're going to just get that easy kind of throw to the out right there, and you're not really thinking about it, but that defense is reading you like a book.
And Lamar, another screen, it's caught! And Oliver! 3rd and 16. Big stop here from the Bills defense. But the Bills have had trouble on 3rd and 1. They got to get off the field here, Jake.
Yeah, and Billy Buffalo right now going absolutely crazy for that Ed Oliver play. Again, they absolutely read that one like a book, and right now you got to be impressed with what we're seeing here from this Bills defense.
3rd and a mile. Lamar's in the backfield. We'll see if they throw, and they will. He steps up in the pocket, no pressure, and
they converted.
Cole Bishop on the coverage. He's covering Zay Flowers, and Zay Flowers beats him. And
I think Sean McDermott has the same reaction most Bills fans have seeing that play.
This is shades of 2024 all over again. Big letdown there from the defense. The Ravens stay on the field. Lamar drop back to pass. Absolutely comfortable in the pocket and completes the short pass there.
Yep, again, Lamar Jackson now has time in the pocket where he doesn't really have to scramble out. And again, maybe early in his career, people would have thought, oh, well, that's what you want to do is have Lamar Jackson in the pocket, but not so much anymore.
He's under the gun again. They give this to Henry. And he finds a whole nice little game there from Henry as he picks up the Ravens first down.
Yeah, and right here, this kind of has to be the game plan of the Baltimore Ravens going forward is why don't we just run the ball efficiently as much as we can, run the clock down, and hopefully get some points on the board at the same time and keep that Buffalo offense off the field.
1st and 10 here from the Buffalo 41. They're in the pistol formation. The card in motion. Heavy set. And Derrick Henry is stopped at the line. Gregory Rousseau out of Miami makes the stop.
Yeah, Gregory Rousseau, one of the best players on this defensive line in run defense. He is absolutely long and is able to get to these runners on the edge. He plays that very well. And it looks like the Ravens here, surprised they're not taking this to the 2-minute.
Don't take it.
There we go.
Oh, Mark Andrews stopped for no gain. So another big 3rd and long here for the Bills defense. Jake, gotta stop. They have to.
You've got to. The Ravens have been taking the clock all the way down as much as they can. You can see what their game plan is right here, and it's just trying to continue to eat up this clock. You need this stop right away because you realize you might need some more points on the board.
And they don't get the stop as they allow the first down. Another reception from Mark Andrews. Jake, they've got this new defensive front. They've added Joey Bosa. They've drafted talent, and they're getting absolutely no pressure.
Yeah, it seems to be the story year in and year out with this Buffalo Bills defensive line. For some reason, just unable to get pressure when it's absolutely needed. And right now it's rearing its ugly head.
And then your secondary is injured to, they give it out to Henry. Good tackle in space there by Christian Benford. He picks up no gain. That's a huge tackle.
Yeah, that was a huge tackle, but also a nice little slow tackle there. Nice, safe. No real fighting going on there.
Yeah. Not giving them an opportunity for sit. Wrap him up, bring him to the ground. Textbook stuff there from the Pro Bowler. And Lamar's going to keep it. And good hit there by Tre'Davious White. The stop could have been a much bigger game.
Yeah, it could have been. Finally having somebody out there waiting for Lamar Jackson to protect that edge. Wondering, I think this might take us down to the end of the 3rd quarter unless they want to get a playoff here really quick.
Well, they didn't let the 2-minute go, so we'll see what they do here. Go to play. Incomplete. And we're going to go into the 4th quarter tied with the Ravens having to make a decision. 28-28 here in Orchard Park. Bills, Ravens. We got a good one, Jake.
Yeah, absolutely a good one. It's been amazing so far. Huge plays from both teams. Can't wait to see how it finishes.
Fourth and 4. Hit the field goal. Go for it. This is a huge decision Harbaugh has to make here. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm thinking right here, you're in a game. Obviously, right now it's been a stalemate throughout the 3rd quarter. Take this, get the lead, and hope your defense pulls through.
And the kick is up, and the kick is good. So John Harbaugh takes your advice, Jake, and they just take the lead. But quietly, you got to admit, Sean McDermott and this defense has made a complete 180, and they've been playing the Ravens a lot better this half.
Yeah, they have. You can only get burned by Lamar Jackson so many times before you realize, okay, we got to find a way to stop this. And Sean McDermott, sure enough, went back there at halftime. Looks like they found a way to mitigate Lamar in the playmaking he can make with his legs.
Kickoff is gone, and it will be returned. Oh my goodness. 23-yard return. Not even 23-yard line. Keon Coleman, have yourself the day. 12 targets, 11 receptions, 114. He is becoming an absolutely reliable target here for Josh Allen.
Exactly. And again, that's what you want to see out of your second-year guy. You spent a first-round pick on him. Granted, it is at the end of the first round. Still a first-round pick. You are hoping that these are the kind of performances that guy is able to churn out. And right now, Keon Coleman living up to it in this game.
Josh Allen's off the pass. He's got time, and he runs into tackle. It would have been a sack, but it's no gain on the play.
Kind of odd to run in between two of his offensive linemen that are blocking one guy when there are two lanes wide open for him. But that's that computer logic.
They didn't make Lamar do that.
No, Lamar would have found the edge or something.
2nd and 10 here from the Buffalo 23-yard line. Defense having themselves a great third quarter. We'll see what the Bills can do. 5 wide for Josh Allen. Little bit of a dangerous pass there. James Cook, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, again, and right here, Baltimore's defense seems to be doing exactly what we saw that the Bills defense is doing. They're reading the other kind of like a book. They're sitting there and they're ready for all these plays.
Big 3rd down here. Josh Allen drops back the pass. It falls incomplete. Not for who he was trying to go for there, but the Ravens defense comes up big here on 4th down and force the Bills to punt the ball away.
Yeah, and I mean, this is a huge stop for the Ravens. Again, exactly why you put up the field goal at the end of the third there, because you know that, hey, if my defense can get it done, then we get the ball again, and then you have a chance to make it a 2-score game.
Great coverage by the Bills special teams, keeping Baltimore inside their own 40. Lamar Jackson has an opportunity to come out and make it a 2-score game. That would be huge for this Ravens offense.
Yeah, it would. And right now, they got to be thinking, all right, let's methodically move down the field. Let's keep doing what we're doing, run this clock out. And hell, even if it ends in 3, we're still up and our defense just played lights out, and we just hope that they do it again.
You know what they say? Good defense is a good offense.
It's the best offense.
Or best defense is a good offense. Yeah, you're right. Derrick Henry stuffed a 10-yard gain, and his yardly average is probably not great.
Yeah, you know what they say, Justus. The best offense is good defense.
2nd and 8 here from their own 37-yard line. Lamar Jackson still with his X factor intact. Drop back and pass. Another screen. Another sniff out by this Bills defense to Quan Jones. That's not his first time, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be 3rd and 12. If this Bills defense can get off the field, it'll be a huge stop.
Yeah, I mean, this might be the story for now the 4th quarter, right? It's a stalemate, and the 4th quarter now it might just be these defenses daring the offenses of the other team to try to make a big play.
The Bills have to stop Lamar Jackson on 3rd and long. We'll see if they can get it done as he calls himself an audible. Play clock running down. He's brought back the pass. Comfortable. Could cook a hot dog.
Time in the world.
Wow. And he's going to scramble. Shocker. Great coverage there by the Bills secondary. And they stop Lamar, and the Ravens will have to punt.
Yeah, right here, 4th and 5 at the 41. I mean, again, you just got to put it in the hands of your defense again and just hope that they're able to get you back this ball. Looks like we might have ourselves a close one here.
This one might come down to a wire. It's a great game here in Orchard Park, here on NB, the BuffaloFambase Network.
The MB Fanbase Network.
Right. Josh Allen coming back out onto the field. wants to put the last drive behind him. He needs to put points on the board.
Yeah, I mean, they got to get back in this game, whether it's to take the lead or just tie it up. Right now, the way these defenses have been playing, whereas in the first half, it kind of felt like, okay, we can score, we can move down the field. Right now, this defense on both sides is tightening up and making it hard for these teams.
He comes out under center. Goes back to pass. Quick throw. And he's got his man. That's Khalil Shakir, who's been somewhat quiet since the first quarter, but he still had a pretty decent day.
Yeah, just out there kind of doing his thing, playing his role. And right now, Josh Allen, all of these wide receivers are always ready to play their part. And right there, Khalil Shakir showing how he's doing it.
They give this to Cook, and he stopped there. Almost like he fumbled. It'll be 3rd and 4.
Yeah, right here again, these defenses getting these teams into these 3rd down situations. And right now, usually where you think it'd be easy for both of these teams, right now, trying to get off the field and convert a 3rd down, kind of hard for these offenses.
Palmer in motion. Good throw to Palmer. And it's going to be short.
4th and 1.
Short yet again. And you might be a little too far in your own territory to go for it here. They're going to have to punt it away, Jake.
Yeah, I could obviously see them, but just kind of seeing with how they've been playing it before, these 4th and 1s. We've seen Sean McDermott and this Bills team, they're not afraid to, but it looks like here they're going to make the safe play and punt the ball away.
And both defenses have come up pretty big in this second half here so far as you get a fair catch. And Lamar will come back out inside of his own 30. Hasn't scored in a few drives. Got a field goal in a couple drives ago, but it's been pretty much a stalemate here in the second half outside the one Bills touchdown.
Yeah, and kind of just putting it in the hands of their defense right now. It's not of lack of trying, but both of these defenses have really turned it up in this 4th quarter because they want it. They want to show they want it more.
We'll see if the defense can make another stop to give it to Henry, and they stop him again. That's Shaq Thompson with the tackle, and he's had a pretty good game tonight.
Yeah, he's had a good game, made some big stops, and again, that's why they bring a guy like that in. He's a great player that when he's healthy, and right now, a healthy Shaq Thompson is making an impact on this run defense.
Henry in motion. Lamar in the backfield alone. Henry in motion again. Lamar finds his man. That's DeAndre Hopkins with his first reception of the day. The Ravens' first down.
Yeah, first reception, he's able to haul it in, but again, taking a huge shot there, basically getting doomsday deviced out there by 2 players. It's kind of a hard hit to take, but, DeAndre Hopkins, he's a pro. He'll shake it off.
Mark Andrews in motion. The Ravens trying to make the clock here. And he gives to Andrews, who picks up 8 yards on the play. Nothing special, but very effective.
Yeah, very effective play there. Look, now's the time where these teams are going to be reaching down into their grab bag and trying to pull out all the tricks that may be something that the Bills just aren't expecting.
Pistol formation for the Ravens here. Heavy set. Looks like it's going to be a run. And it is. The Bills are not ready for this one. That might be his best run of the day. 20 rushes for 47 yards, dude.
Yeah, I mean, not your normal Derrick Henry performance, but again, Derrick Henry is not going to care what his stats look like as long as at the end of the day, it ends up with a W in the win column.
Well, Derrick Henry's good for having a game like this and then bursting out a 75-yard touchdown. So the averages end up looking a lot better. And give it to Henry again, and he's going to get a lot of yards here. He gets 7 on that one, and that's very good on Trey White to be able to minimize that run.
Yeah, just trying to just force Henry to the outside and get him out of bounds. I mean, that's all you can do in that situation, and Trey White absolutely making the most of it and maybe stopping what could have been a disastrous, huge run by Derrick Henry.
And they got him back in motion. Lamar's in the backfield alone. 2nd and 2. And similar play to what we just saw.
Nice little swing to the outside.
And he picks up the first down to the Buffalo 30-yard line.
And there you go. That's another first down again. Just kind of pulling things we haven't seen all game out here in the fourth quarter. I mean, that's what you have to expect whenever the team on the other side of the ball has kind of figured out what your normal game plan was. So the offensive coordinator's getting a little bit more creative here.
1st and 10. Again, is to Justus Hill, who is stopped in the backfield. Joey Bosa making his first contribution to the Buffalo Bills as a new member.
Yeah, again, I mean, huge addition by the Buffalo Bills to bring in a guy like Joey Bosa this offseason, but been relatively quiet from him coming into this game. And just, they're really hoping to get more out of him.
And they gave us to Justus Hill, who picks up 1 yard on the play. Another big stop there by the Bills defensive front.
Yeah, right now it looks like the Bills have kind of got the run outside of maybe a few Derrick Henry to the outside plays locked down. So we're going to have to see here at 3rd and 9 what Lamar Jackson pulls out of his bag.
3rd and 9. 3rd and long. The Bills got to get off the field here. Oh, my goodness.
And that's safe.
Justus Hill with the touchdown.
Don't sound so sad about it, Justus. We're unbiased here.
I hope this doesn't happen in the regular season with the whole 3rd and long and they pick it up every time.
Just get off the field, please. That's all we want. I mean, granted, up until this drive, the Bills' defense has been playing really good in this second half.
That is absolutely fair, and you expect your offense to be able to put a little bit more points on the board, especially versus facing another all-time quarterback. The Bills find themselves here in a hole with 6.5 to play left in the fourth quarter, down by 10 points here at home.
Yeah, and right now you got all your timeouts. There's 6.5 minutes, still plenty of ball to play. And it's only 10 points. So really, you just need to find some way here to either get a touchdown, or even if you get into the area of that, instead of going for it, maybe that's when you just decide to, hey, let's just kick the field goal. You're not in a situation where you have to get the touchdown.
The kick is off. And it will be returned here. Oh, we got absolutely clobbered. So, Keon Coleman didn't have any receptions on the last drive. Expect him to be a big part of this one?
I would hope they try to utilize him a little bit more, kind of try to stretch him more downfield, that we know that he has that kind of ability. But, right now, that's all up to Josh Allen and kind of how this Ravens, they've been locking down on defense. So this secondary, they're prepared.
The Bills have been coming out under center a lot here in the second half. He breaks the tackle, picks up a nice little chunk there on first down, but you're down 10 with 6 minutes to go. I don't think now is the time to be trying to get your run game established.
No, I don't think so, especially when you are, of course, down 10 points with only 6 minutes to go. You're just going to be letting that clock run, and you don't want that. You need all the time in the world.
Now they come out in the gun. And quick throw to Shakir, who picks up the first down and gets out of bounds. That's more like what you need.
Yeah, that's what you need. Get the ball, get the first down, get out of bounds, do the LeBron James Selly. Like, that's what we need. That's the energy. We need to know that this team is still – they're in urgency mode right now.
And they are approaching midfield. They'll be there with another first down. Run it again, and John Cook is stopped in the back.
Again, I think you don't need to be running the ball in this situation, especially when every second now counts more than anything, down 2 scores.
They had the entire first quarter to run. They did no such thing. And now they're running very heavy here in the fourth quarter. down 2 scores in the crooked eye, and they're going to run the ball again for even less yards than they did on the first play. And the first play didn't pick up any.
Yeah, they're playing like they have the game plan of the Baltimore Ravens, except the Baltimore Ravens plan makes sense because they have the lead. Very odd here.
Not sure what Joe Brady is doing here, but Josh Allen finds himself in a massive hole here on 3rd down. I mean, at this point, it's a 2-down situation, but you don't want to be here.
He's got plenty of time. Keon Coleman. There you go.
Reliable pickup there from Keon Coleman as he picks up a nice chunk of change on 3rd down. Now it's 4th and 8. You got to go for it. I don't know if Madden will, though.
Yeah, I mean, in this situation, you would think we got 4.5 minutes. Your defense has, and Madden is going for it.
All right, well, at least they're not stupid. Josh Allen in the gun. Finds his man.
There
wow. Keon Coleman.
Not going to lie there. The little fake handoff there. Boom. This rocket goes right in between 2 defenders there on Keon Coleman's tail, and he's able to have just enough separation to grab that snag. What a great catch there by Keon Coleman and a great throw by Josh Allen.
You know what? I would not be mad if the game played out. If Keon Coleman turns into this, I would be a happy man. Josh Palmer.
Where's this guy been?
It looked like he got out of bounds there. Not sure about the context.
There's a little bit of Travis Scott playing.
1st and 10 here. Buffalo Bills are knocking on the door. Brilliant drive here so far, but they need 7 points with this little time left. And Ray Davis picks up 9. Got to get to the line. You absolutely have to get to the line.
Yeah, I mean, right here, these next few plays are critical for the Buffalo Bills. I mean, you're in a position now where you don't need the 7 on this drive, but you could really use it to just have a field goal at the end of the game if you get the ball back.
And he finds, it falls incomplete. Khalil Shakir can't hold on.
Yeah, being covered there by Roquan Smith. That was just great defense being there, and just Khalil Shakir not able to haul that in.
3rd and 1. They come out in a heavy set I formation, and they sneak it, and they actually pick it up this time. 1st and goal here from the Baltimore 7-yard line. Clock is ticking. 2.5 left.
This is kind of the situation where now you are looking up at the clock. Every second counts. You got to punch this one in.
1st and goal. Gosh. Finds his man. Touchdown.
First time in the game.
Jackson Hawes, the rookie, 6th-round pick. The blocking tight end 3, comes in and gets his first catch of his NFL career, and it's a huge touchdown from Josh Allen.
Yeah, no sight of Dalton Kincaid in this game, but Jackson Hawes just coming in, and he makes a huge play, possibly the one that could save the Buffalo Bills in this game. Now it's all up to the defense.
You got 3 timeouts. You got the 2-minute warning. You've been stopping Derrick Henry and Justus Hill all game. You got to focus on Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, this is where it's going to be key, right? Is you got to be protecting those edges. Keep Lamar Jackson contained as much as possible, and then hope that your secondary can hold coverage for long enough for your defensive line to be able to make some sort of effect on the game.
And you've got Greg Rousseau, you got Joey Bosa, AJ Epinesa. You've got these experienced veterans out there on the edge. You think they would have been handling the edge a little bit better than they have today.
Yeah, and I mean, it's their first game together for the year. So, again, there's a little bit of rust that's going to have to be made, that Joey Bosa is going to have to knock off, dealing with the injuries and things of that sort. It's kind of like this is the first time for this squad being out there.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Fair point. Great tackle there by Dorian Williams on the kick return. He's had a really, really good day here on special teams as Lamar Jackson starts from his own 22-yard line. A couple first downs ends it.
Yeah, I mean, right here, it's all in the hands of the Ravens.
And he gave this to Justus Hill, I believe that is, and he's stuffed in the backfield. Great play by the rookie out of Ohio State, Jordan Hancock.
Yeah, Jordan Hancock, a guy who's been making plays throughout training camp and the preseason. He's a guy that maybe the Buffalo Bills are looking at to possibly be a future key part of this defense.
I said Jordan Hancock's the new Christian Benford. I said he may be the safety.
And most people wouldn't disagree with you.
And that's over the middle, caught. Oh, my goodness. What a catch. I don't know how he caught that. That was, okay. All right. 3rd and 4 here.
Okay.
Just under 2 minutes left. That was a spectacular catch.
It was.
Almost unreal.
Wish we could get a better replay of it, but we can't. Can we request that? Can the booth give that to us? No? Okay.
Lamar.
Oh, what a catch.
Statement over the middle. Another almost unreal catch. Man draped all over him. And he still comes down with it.
Wow. Yeah.
First down Ravens.
It looks like right here, the Ravens are in the driver's seat and they're looking to just drive this one home.
It looks like they'll have the opportunity. One more first down ends it completely. The Bills have a slim chance, but it's not looking great. They need to get 3 stops here quickly, and Lamar Jackson.
And there it is.
Immediately. And Jordan Hancock lets him know how he feels about it.
Wow.
He takes out his frustration of the loss on Lamar Jackson a little bit.
Wow, what a play there. Look, Lamar Jackson, this has been a hell of a game. And, right now, Baltimore, they've completely put their stamp on it. And it looks like in the battle of the heavyweights this time in the rematch from the playoffs, looks like Baltimore is going to come out on top.
Yeah. Ravens often beat the Bills in the regular season. They just seem to have some type of mental thing where they can't beat the Bills in the playoffs. So, games like this, it really doesn't matter for teams like this who have Super Bowl aspirations. So we'll see if they can do it in January, but they get the W here in Orchard Park in week 1 by a field goal. Lamar Jackson plays absolutely spectacularly. A phenomenal duel between him and Josh Allen. Let the Ravens come out on top.
Yeah, and we just want to thank you guys for tuning into the MaddenCast here on the Buffalo Fanbase Network.